with a smile on your face. When you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning and welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates. And if you observed the live shot, you would have seen that we are observing a lineup of people who would like to travel back to Trinidad on the boat. Now, while Tobago was spared the effects of Hurricane Beryl yesterday, or neighboring islands, they were not as lucky as we were. Now, to chat with us this morning about what happened in Barbados, we are bringing on a Mr. Julius Seeley. Mr. Seeley, good morning. Are you hearing me?
Good morning. Yes, I can hear you.
All right, great. So, we are seeing what's happening on social media. We are observing what's happening in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, in Grenada, and even Barbados. Can you tell our viewers what are some of the effects Barbados is facing at the moment?
All right. Well, I live in southeast of Barbados, and we didn't really have much issues here in the southeast since we are on a sort of a higher level. But the photos and videos that I saw coming in our south coast seem to have had some damage around the Hastings side. I saw roads that had issues, a lot of some businesses, I think it was Savvy on the Bay, that was affected. A lot of their equipment came into the road. There is construction going on the south coast, so there was some issues there with scaffolding being blown down. The sand from the beach actually came into the road, so the Barbados Defense Force was actually clearing that yesterday evening. So it's not something that we're accustomed to seeing, even when we have things like this. Barbados, I don't think, even experienced a category 4, maybe even around this time, since 1966, as they were reporting. So it is something, I guess, I just say, lesson new to young people to be able to see and experience something like this here in Barbados, even where we had our boats, even in the Bridgetown area. A lot of them were damaged due to the passing of Beryl. So it is just now to be able to get around to see how other persons were affected. However, as far as we know so far, there has been no loss of life, and it is more so of our southern area of Barbados that is really affected.
Okay, Mr. Seeley. And for our viewers and listeners who are currently tuned in, do you think at this time Barbados may need international help to, clean up the effects of Hurricane Beryl? Is it your belief that Barbados may have to seek international assistance?
I haven't seen much reports coming out of any major disasters here in Barbados to say that. No, I can't speak on behalf of Barbados, but based on what I've seen coming out, we haven't had reports coming from our government stating that we are in any crisis at this point in time. Barbados have a lot of very resilient people. And I believe that, as I said, as soon as we were given the all clear, the Barbados Defense Force was clearing roads, assisting people. Of course, the country will be doing a damage assessment to be able to see what would have happened here in Barbados, so that we can be able to get final reports to be able to say, well, we had these number of houses affected and so forth. But coming through social media, we haven't been hearing of any major issues that make warrant that. But I do believe that Barbados would have gotten the first, I guess, the effects of it. And as it moved across the Caribbean and grew stronger, other countries would have been greatly more impact. But when I saw what would have happened in Tobago, there are some similarities to what would have happened here. So I can't say that Barbados will need international assistance, but the government will be the ones who would have to determine that.
All right, Mr. Seeley. So wrapping up, I just want to say thank you for joining us here on Tobago Updates. I know it was a short interview, but we got the depiction of what happened in Barbados. Hopefully, as the week progresses, we can check in back to see what's happening on the island, just to have a more positive update. So I want to thank you once again for joining us here on Tobago Updates. Viewers, that was Julius Seeley from Barbados, giving us an update on the effects of Hurricane Beryl on that island. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back again. Just remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.